brought you out tonight?
I just think what the organization does to empower women is really inspiring, and I wanted to come and support what they're doing and help fundraise in whatever way I could.
And why is it especially important, now more than ever, that women support each other?
Well, aside for obvious reasons, or maybe that is the reason, but I just think that, instead of we're raised in a lot of ways in a competitive society, and men and women, but because it seems that even though we've made a lot of progress as women, there's still those glass ceilings to be broken, and instead of us tearing one another down, I think it's really important that we support one another and help women get out in the workplace and create more jobs for women, create more comfortable workspaces for women in whatever field that you're in.
And you've had a thriving career. What is your number one piece of advice for women who are coming up as professionals?
I think it really is important just to stay true to yourself, and you're going to encounter various types of obstacles along the way, and I think in the end it's a testament to your success isn't based upon external things. I think it really has to do with how you feel about yourself along the way, because otherwise you'll wake up and be like, oh God, I don't recognize the person that I am because I made choices that weren't in integrity with myself. And I think that is what people respond to ultimately the most in hopefully, maybe I'm idealistic in saying that, but I do think that there is a truth to that. So.
And the hashtag tonight is Year of the Woman. What do you hope this upcoming year brings for women?
I would say continued inspiration for women to remain committed to achieving their own goals. I think on the heels of last week's election results, you could give in to the need to just curl up and give up. And I think that this is actually an opportunity for us to pick up ourselves by our bootstraps and say, no, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. We've seen, a woman run for president now for the first time. That's pretty amazing, all other things aside. And I think that it's just what an awesome person to at least see having done or tried to do that, And I think that that's really important, that we just continue to work together and move forward and create new opportunities.
And lastly, what is your definition of empowerment?
Goodness, that is a really good question.
You can take a second to think about it.
Empowerment? My definition of empowerment would be essentially, like I was saying earlier, being true to yourself and trusting that, which I think is not always an easy thing to do in this world. So standing by your own personal beliefs and not compromising what you believe in along the way, and I feel that is in and of itself can lend you a own sense of inner empowerment that I think is what radiates outwardly.
And do you have a secret tip that you do to make sure that you are true to yourself? Do you have a check-in? For instance, do you meditate? Do you journal?
I do all those things. I meditate, I journal, I try various kinds of self-empowerment tools, reading books or studying different healing modalities. I am grateful that as an actor, you're constantly exploring human nature, and I think that forces me to step outside of myself and examine characters, and that then I can reflect back on myself and say, oh, this is a moment I can check in with myself and say, maybe that's something to work on.